Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the 2021 PGA Championship here at the Ocean Course in Kiawah Island, South Carolina. We are joined by Robert MacIntyre, who posted a even par 72 today. He is 4 over for the championship. Robert, terrific round. You really hung in there. I know the conditions aren't as tough as earlier in the week, but maybe give us an assessment of your play, how you played in those conditions today.
Yeah, I felt like my score doesn't reflect on how I played. I didn't drive it great, but I was never in real trouble. Had a lot of great iron shots inside 15 feet and just couldn't hold a putt. But you get days like that, and I mean, it's just I've struggled in the greens this week, and it's hard to build momentum when you've missed a few. It's just hard to get the confidence back and trust what you're doing.
How do you think, when you've been bracing all week for this, the wind, and then it's not where it should be, does that coming back to normal take an adjustment on your part today?
Not at all, because I feel like I can play it low whenever I want. It's where I come from. It's just natural. So I always work and try to get the ball in the sky. And even although it's been windy, I've got the track man there. I just hit the normal stock shots up in the sky, and the wind does what it does. Just to prepare for whatever day was to come. I can always hit the low shot when I need it, but I feel comfortable in the conditions today, and I mean, it's playing reasonably easy.
What do you think the leaders are going to experience? Maybe describe that for everyone out there. What they're going to experience here when they tee off in about an hour's time.
They're going to get a shock into the wind. Well, the holes that we're playing into wind, I hit driver 6 iron into the par 5 just short of the green, and I mean, I couldn't have got there with 2 of my best yesterday, so there's more scoring chances on every hole's a great chance with a good tee shot. It is still long, but you've got room to manoeuvre the ball on the golf course, which, I mean, I love, and the guys at the top of the leaderboard are going to love as well.
All right. Adam in the back, 12.
How ready do you feel your game is to play over in the U.S., and how much of a goal is that for you?
No, my game's ready. I mean, the events I've played, I think I've missed one cut. My style of golf suits out here. I hit it high. I hit it reasonably long. I just struggle to adjust to the speed of the greens. The greens are so much faster over here, week in, week out, and I just find it hard to adjust the line for the pace. And I mean, I'm a good putter back in Europe when the greens are running normally no more than 10, 11 on the stump. So I think that's my main adjustment I've got to make.
And how much of a goal is it to come play over here?
No, it's everyone's goal in world golf. If you ask anyone on the Challenge Tour back home, they're wanting to one day play in the PGA Tour, but you've got to remember where you come from, and I mean where it all started. And European Tour's been a huge part of that. But if I could pick a perfect schedule, it'd be the exact same one as Tommy Fleetwood's. You play in Europe and you play over here. You split it roughly 50-50, and that's where everyone wants to be at when they play on the European Tour. And obviously, this is the top table on the PGA Tour.
Do you have a guess as to what the lead might be at the end of the day?
I think it'll get close to 10. There's so many chances. I'm just not too happy with the way I finished, but there is a lot of chances on the golf course still. Even although the wind's getting up a little bit more, it feels like, yeah, there's someone's going to cruise out there with 5 under par, I think, on one of the final groups.
Thank you.
We're going to zoom out for a question from Bernie. Bernie, go ahead. You're with Robert.
Robert, I know you're disappointed about the last, but congratulations, because that's a pretty solid 17 holes before that. Is it your iron play continues to be a strong point of your game, is it?
Yeah, I mean, although I'd said I didn't drive it good, I'm not in trouble. I'm never normally in trouble. It's normally, if it's off, it's just off the fairway, it's just in the first cut. Iron play's been brilliant. I feel like I can move the ball both ways, and that's huge in the wind. But yeah, I just need to see a few putts going in.
Yeah, I understand that. And also, I know you probably expect this of yourself, but to make it sort of 5 cuts in 5 majors is pretty pleasing.
Yeah, it's good, but I've not challenged in one yet. So although we're making cuts and picking up points and whatnot, we're miles. Well, I feel like I'm miles off of where I want to be. I want to be challenging on a Sunday, and this weekend I'm making up the numbers. It feels so that's the disappointing part, but it's part of the game, and you can't have it. You can't have it all at the one time.
Yeah, of course, and also I guess tomorrow the goal is to make a big leap up the board. But how also could you deal with this predicted sort of 35, 40 mile per hour winds they're talking about?
Just enjoy it. It's part of the game. The tougher it is, the better it is, I suppose. If you have a good score and that kind of wind, then you're going to leapfrog a fair few players. So hopefully we can get tough weather and I can play good and we rise up the leaderboard.
Okay, wish you well in that regard. And thanks for talking to us today too.
Thanks.
Robert, thanks for stopping by. I echo that, and have a terrific afternoon.